Johnjay and Rich in the studio. Jesse McCartney. That's a new song, Shake. Do you guys like that song?
Love that song.
Okay. So we're going to try to do it live again acoustically here with Rich.
different song. We're not doing
we're
Shake.
not, I thought we were doing Shake.
They just heard Shake.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I thought, wow, we're going to play Shake. What different song are you going to
Did you have
do?
your coffee this morning?
Jesse McCartney. He's adorable.
Well, you know how we always do this thing where we're like, we start asking people, when you're not playing your songs, what kind of stuff do you listen to? And Jesse got kind of all inspired about it last night. So one
Who's
of
my
guy?
favorite artists as a kid, I was like 13, 14 years old. I was a freshman, I think, in high school. And one of my favorite records that I knew front to back was Craig David's Born to Do It. Mm-hmm. And that, he was one of like my favorite singers. He was very rhythmic. When he sang, he had this... He would probably be an amazing drummer. Like, he's one of those people that could sing in the pocket and just sound incredible. And every word was audible. Like, he was just an incredible singer, and I really admired him. And,
like Jason Mraz.
Jason Mraz is one of those too.
He's kind of like one of those guys too, right?
He's great. He's a little bit more.
Folky, maybe.
Yeah. Well, not. I wouldn't say funky, but he's kind of like
Folky.
folky.
A little folkier.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it has that like reggae thing. But I was really into Craig David, and actually when I was like 16, I was in Australia. My first album came out, and we were on Rove Live, which is like the Jay Leno of Australia, and he was on the show, and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna go on right after Craig David." And I said to myself, I don't even want to meet him. I said, because if he is a jerk, like, I'm going to be, like, my whole world is going to be crushed if this guy isn't nice. So I like, tiptoed into the makeup and hair room, and he's sitting next to me. And he looks over, he goes, "Jesse, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And he goes, "Hey, how are you, man? I'm a big fan." And he, like, shook my hand. And we were talking, and he goes, "If you're ever in England, mate, you got to come through." I'm sounding like an Australian. But he goes, if you're ever in England, you should come through. We could do some writing. And I was so excited that he was the nicest guy I've ever met. And, so that's my story.
So you're going to do a Craig David song, or you're going to do Lionel Richie?
Why not?
It'd be funny if you tell this whole Craig David song, and then you go,
Anyway, so this is this Stevie Wonder song. Yeah.
What song is this? What are you going to do?
It's called 7 Days. Way to see my friends who live a couple blocks away from me. As I walked through the subway, it must have been about 3:15. In front of me stood a beautiful honey with a beautiful body. She asked me for the time. I said it cost her the name, 6-digit number, and a date with me tomorrow night. Can she decline? No, didn't she mind? I don't think so. Was it for real? Damn sure. What was the deal? The pretty girl is 24. So was she keen? She couldn't wait. Cinnamon Queen, let me update. What did she say? She said she loved to rendezvous. When she asked me what we were gonna do, said stop at the bar, love more way for 2 Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love on Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Met this girl on Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love on Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Since I met this special lady, ooh yeah, I can't get her out of my mind. She's one of a kind, and I ain't about to deny it. There's a special kind of thing with you. Oh, Monday, took her for a drink on Tuesday. Making love by Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Monday, took a for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Ooh yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Man, you're good. You can sing anything, brother. Anything.
At this hour,
good.
maybe not.
Oh, it's very cool.
Movie career, that stuff still happening? You still doing
I
stuff with
just
that?
finished a film. It was last year. We did a film called Beware the Gonzo that was really well received at Tribeca Film Festival. It was a big indie film and just released in. Actually, there was a premiere in Hollywood last week. I got to work with Brian Goluboff, who is an acclaimed writer. He wrote Basketball Diaries for Leo and K-Pax for Kevin Spacey, and Amy Sedaris, Campbell Scott. Really cool indie cast. And but for the most part, the last year I've been in the studio writing with a bunch of new writers. I got a chance to work with a lot of the same people I worked with on my last record, like Tricky and Dream and Sean Garrett, and I also really became close with Kevin Rudolph. Became a good buddy of mine. He and I did a few songs for this album. He's a really great, really talented producer. A lot of people know him for being an artist, but he's a great writer and producer.
All right, dude. So, hey, Shake, you can get it right now on iTunes. You
Shake,
get anywhere.
on iTunes.
Album comes out December 28th. Have it all.
Have it all.
Jesse McCartney in the studio. Congratulations. Thanks for coming in,
Miss
man.
you guys. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
Anytime.
Absolutely.